the battle over it. The confrontation is going on.
Hey, let me turn this down. How are you doing? This is Tom. I'm in my radio room, and we're going to try. There, get that guy quieted down. Preacher man. We're going to attempt to do a simple comparison of the Tecsun 501x with the Tecsun PL-990x on the shortwave band. And it's right now, it's 6:35 in the morning. The solar flux index has dropped back down. Let me check it here real quick. It's 111. It was as high as 120 something, but it's down to 111. And unfortunately, the A index, which we want to be like 1 or 2, is a 14. So that means there's probably a lot of noise coming in on the shortwave band, but we're going to attempt this anyway. It's by no means a scientific test. I will briefly, after I do the first pass, I'll move the radios around to see if that has any effect. Here we go. I've done it this way. The easy way is I had both of them do a band scan, and they do it the same way. And they scan the international broadcast bands and look for strong signals. And the antenna for the 501 is about 6 inches longer than the 990. Plus, the 501 is a little taller, so it's about that much higher in the air. So there's a little difference right there. We're going to move forward here, and they should both be in the same bandwidth. And let's see what we got. Okay, we'll turn this up. This one, the 501, caught the preacher man on 3.215, and that's what you're hearing right now. Pretty weak, lots of noise. Pretty terrible. It's coming and going. Now, the 909 did not catch it. So it missed that, which it's kind of understandable. It's really down in the mud. So let's see what the next one that the 501 caught is. 4.840. That's what you were hearing when I started this on the 990. I don't know if you can see this display or not, but this is on 4.840. So they're now both on the same frequency. We'll turn this one up.
Now you might know.
Pretty good. Still got a lot of noise.
They were written for our knowing, for our admonition, for our warning, for our instruction upon whom.
Now we'll turn that down, and we'll reach over here and turn this one up.
How did God deal with the Russians, the Tsars, the infidels?
About the same.
How did God deal with those who said no God?
Maybe a little clearer on the 990.
Now let's just bring this up to
But you can hear it's wobbling in and out. Okay, let's go to the next one.
greatest world economic
5 megahertz WWV. Let's go to the next one on this one.
But now we're facing even a greater depression.
Nope, it missed 5 megahertz. Okay, let's turn this down and see what this has on 5 megahertz. Nothing. So, I heard it then. So again, the shortwave signal amplitude is up and down, up and down. And so this one just happened to catch it when it was a little higher. This one did not. So we do have 5 megahertz. I'll let you listen. Pretty weak. Yeah, I can't hear the tick marks at all. So turn that down. This one did not get 5 megahertz. So the next one it got is 6.03. So let's see if that's the next one this one got. Yeah. Okay, so let's turn this one up first. Hope I don't confuse you. Now that's probably out of Cuba. We got an AC hum, probably due to the lights or something. So that's probably not the radio. It's probably, I've got 4 or 5 lights on, and I got a computer on, which is right over there. We'll turn the monitor off for a second. No, it's probably coming from the lights. I could maybe turn one light off. I don't need maybe. Ah, it's that light. That was my LED light, my 48-inch LED light. So I got that off then, and the hum went way down. Okay, let's turn this down. I know I'm going to get confused here. So that's coming in really good. And let's see how it's doing on the 501. Almost exactly the same. Okay, let's go to the next one. Oh, that's all I found. Whoa. Pretty bad. Conditions are pretty bad. I guess it's all that noise. So it only found those 3 stations. Let's see what this one found. We'll turn this down first. And of course, you know, they scanned at different times. I started this one, and then I forgot to turn this one on, so it took me about 15 seconds to get this one scanning. So there's a 15 seconds delay. Let's see if it found another signal. Up, 10 megahertz. Okay, let's see if it's got anything there now. Oh, now I was on 10 megahertz and I changed it. There it is. Yeah, I can hear it. And at the time when this one scanned, it missed that. Very weak. I'll let you listen. Like I say, that A index of a 14 is bad news. Okay, I'm going to punch in, or try to punch in 10 megahertz on here, since it missed it. The antenna is so high, or so long, I'm hitting things, so I've got to move it around like this. I'm going to set this one back, oops, whoa, I'm hitting things, back on an angle. If I can ever get to the little kickstand. Yeah. Bear with me. Trying to get the antenna turned around. So it's stand by. Whoa. Okay, there we go. Now we'll get it up between all the thing that's hanging down. I wish this kickstand on this one was adjustable. It only wants to be at the angle you're showing right now, which is normally the best angle if you're sitting right at it. But I would like to have it this way a little further. But if you do that, since there's no notches or anything for the kickstand, it's going to slide back down and you might lose it. Okay, so let's go to variable frequency mode, and we'll dial in 1. Okay, we dialed in 10 megahertz, which is what this is on right now. We'll turn the volume up. We'll turn this one down. Yeah, there it is. I gotta sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Whoa. That was a big sneeze. About blew my brains out. Well, not much off to my brain, so that wouldn't matter. About the same. Okay, normally for me in my location, early in the morning like this, which is a good time for listening to shortwave for things in like Asia. The timeline should be coming up because the sun will be rising here in a few more minutes. And that's the best time for me. But it's only for frequencies 9 megahertz and below. Don't get much above 9 megahertz early in the morning. In the late afternoon, then the frequencies above 9 megahertz start coming in. So what we're going to do now, since we didn't have many frequencies to look at, I'm going to go to short-wave.info on my computer here and ask for what frequencies are on broadcasting in English only right now. And I'm going to look at the listing here. There's tons of them. Some people say there's not much on shortwave. There's a ton of things on shortwave. It's just difficult to receive it. Okay, the 3.215 that I got on the 501 earlier is out of Nashville, Tennessee. That's WWCR. I don't know why this radio didn't get it. Again, it could be that the signal level was down. Let me just plug that in real quick. 3215. It's better now. Let's try it over here. I hope I don't confuse you. Turn the volume down. It's a preacher man out of Tennessee. Again, we got to watch the antenna. The one disadvantage for me on the, and I'll show you real quick, on the 909 is the buttons are much smaller. And I kind of lost my lighting here. Let me turn my light back on. That was causing the noise. The buttons are quite small for me. The buttons are just larger on a 501 that I can read them very easily and I can push them very easily. So to me, that's a big disadvantage to me of the 909. To you, might not be a big deal. Okay, where are we going to go? We're going to go to 3215, and I've got to find, there it is. The buttons are in different places too. The number of buttons is pretty much the same on the two radios, but they're in different places, and there's additional functions on the 909 on buttons. I say that, I have to clarify that. The function is there on both radios. The buttons are just in different locations, or they're part of another button. Like the timer 1 and 2 or A and B here are up here, and on this radio they're up here. So it's not a big deal. It's just that's one of the differences. Functions pretty much functionally the radios are the same. That's why I didn't go through the process of going through all the keys and everything. The keys are just in different places. They're all there. They're pretty much identical. The functions are pretty much identical. Okay, what was I doing? I was going to look up 3215. Okay, so 3215. Okay, there it is. Now, the other thing we can compare, again, it's pretty, well, this does have a kickstand. There we go. So this does have a kickstand. I love kickstands because I liked the radios. Whoops, and I got to turn the antenna. I got a little clearance problem here in my shack with these telescopic antennas. I normally, see, that's, to me, that's too far down. Should be up a little higher. No adjustment. Okay. I normally don't use telescopic antennas. And I told you many times, if you're going to listen to shortwave, you need to have an outside antenna or take the radio outside, and you need to bring the antenna that's outside in via a coax cable, a shielded coax cable, so you don't get this interference like I'm getting right now from the electronics in your room, because your room is loaded with electronics. And that's the reason that I came down here in my workshop, because there's fewer electronics on, although that LED light is causing a problem. And I didn't get the station. I guess I bumped this. Yeah, I did. Okay, let's turn this up. Straighten the antenna up, and I hear nothing but noise. Okay, let's turn that light off. Nope, didn't seem to make any difference. Let's see if it's still here. No, he's gone now. So either, let's see, did we go off? No, we're not. We didn't pass an hour, so I don't think they went off the air. But conditions have changed, and it's gone. Let's try 5 megahertz. 5. There's 5 megahertz. Nothing. We might be in trouble here. We may have lost band conditions. Now, up here on both radios, you have the signal strength and the signal to noise ratio. And there, you probably can't see this one, maybe you'll be able to see this one. The signal strength is low 20s on both of them, almost identical. And the signal to noise ratio is 0 on both of them. Okay, it came in there for a second on this radio. Oh, I haven't got this on 5 megahertz anymore. Okay, there we go. I got both of them playing, and I don't hear a signal at all. Okay, let's turn that down, and let's look on short-wave.info what kind of signals we can get besides the preacher man there. Okay, the 4.840 was also WWCR out of Nashville, Tennessee. And let's see, what else could we possibly get? 4980. I don't remember if we got that. That is WRMI out of Okeechobee. Let's try it, 4980. Sorry for the confusion. The best I can do. Let's see. Nah. Just a bad day with all that noise from the sun. Let's try this one. Identical. So that's a bust. Okay, let's try something else. I wish we had more stations to compare. It just turns out to be a bad day. Let's try 5830. I don't know if we tried that before. 5830. Nothing. Wow. I'm not even going to try it on that one. Let's get above 6. Boy, this is going to be a bust. We're going to have to try this some other day. Let's try 6.07 out of Canada. 6070. Okay. 6070. Noise. Just noise. Sorry. Let's try WBCQ on 6160. Nope. Nope. Nada. Whoa. I'm striking out here. We're gonna go for broke. We're gonna try New Zealand on 7245. 7245. No. Okay, I'm gonna start a band scan on the 501. Okay, it's scanning now. I'll do the same thing over here. If I can see which button it is. Okay, now they're both band scanning. And if I do get some stations, which right now I'm doubtful, I will switch to radios to see if that has any effect as far as their location. Another thing I can do, I can't tell. Wow, I'm 21 minutes into this video. I don't like to do videos over 20 minutes, but what I'll do is I'll finish this video and then I'll do a separate video using an external antenna. I'll use my Megaloop antenna, and let's see if, I don't know if I have enough cables to hook up these two radios. Another show I want to do, I want to test this one thoroughly because there's a lot of interest in this radio. I got the highest number of views in 24 hours on my introduction to this radio the other day. I was blown away. I normally get about 300 views in 24 hours on a given video. I got over 1,000 views. So there's a lot of interest in this radio. Okay, this is up to memory location 10. This is up to memory location 9. So they're finding something, maybe all noise. And I think we'll go through those quickly and then we'll end this video because it's getting really long. They're up to 15 megahertz. This one's still at 10, this one's still at 9. So we're probably not going to get anything more beyond 15 megahertz. I'm really liking this radio. My personal preference, I really like this radio, but if I had a choice, and this is my personal preference based on my needs, is I would choose the 501. I like the bigger display. The display is bigger. It's about maybe twice, but not quite twice the size. The keys are bigger than, okay, you got something. That's what we had before. The lettering is significantly different. Oh, there we go. Well, they both got that one. Okay, I'm going to stop babbling and let's go through what we found. They're both on 4.840. There's the 909. That's it. That's it. I call it the Preacher Man, but he's long dead. But it's his religious station that they replay some of his old shows. They have this show where it sounds like a bunch of zombies moaning in the background. And that's what's on right now. I guess that started at 7 o'clock. I don't know what that's all about. I don't mean to kid about it. Just to me, it's funny. About the same. Let's see what we found next. Very loud and clear. 5.025. Probably out of Cuba. See what the next one is we found here. 5 megahertz. Yeah, it's gone now. So that's really coming and going. Just depends on when it scans. There we go. Now I'm going to let you listen to the two radios and listen for the sound quality.
Culturales desarrolla las 39ª edición de la Jornada Provincial de Conciertos. Con la llegada de la retreta.
Now we're talking about shortwave, so the audio quality is not going to be that fantastic, not like FM. But to me, there's a definite improvement in sound quality on the 501 with its 4 speakers. It has 4 speakers, very heavy. I did show you a picture of what's in the that you could see from the back of the radio. I didn't take that picture. Somebody else took that picture. And these are massive speakers. This is one speaker. I believe it might be more than one. It might be a mid-range and a tweeter. I don't know. But it's smaller than these speakers. So the sound quality in general is better. Now, I'm not going to do, and boy, am I babbling this morning. I am sorry. I am not going to do a test of FM or AM because they both do an excellent job. Again, the sound quality on FM, where you got, better music, better reception, is much better on the 501 than the 909. The 909 is fine. It's just with these larger speakers, it's much better. So I'm going to call it quits right there. I've gone way too long. We're going to do a bunch more testing. And I will, for grins, do a long wave test. I don't expect to receive anything on either radio on long wave. They both have the capability of hooking an external antenna via a jack on the side and using a hidden key, undocumented key, to switch from internal antenna for medium wave and long wave to external. And we're going to do a test of that, maybe. The next test I plan on doing is a band scan of shortwave using an external antenna. So that's it. If you enjoyed the show, please give me a thumbs up. That tells me that I'm doing shows you're interested in. And I want to thank you all for that tremendous response on the first show on the Tecsun PL-990x. This is the X. This is the latest version for North America. That's it. Have a great day. Bye-bye.